So we want to start draw something, but how do we get started? How do we begin coding using Python? Well, I'm going to show you. Now this is my MacBook, but you have a Windows-based machine. But if you look down here in the corner of the bottom left corner of your Windows machine, you're going to see this icon for PyCharm. And PyCharm is what we call an IDE. You could think of it as like a Microsoft Word for Python. Right? So let's go ahead and click on that. And this should pop up. It's going to go ahead and load. And we're going to need to create a project. So let's go ahead and click on Create New Project. Get rid of that. And here you're going to give the name of your project. So maybe we could just call it Draw Something, Draw Something. And of course we don't want to use a space here, right? So if you're going to just put no space and capitalize the second word. And you want to make sure this is 2.7.1. I think it should be automatically set to that. And we could say create. So PyCharm's going to open up. And we have Draw Something, the project here, but there's nothing inside of it. Alright, so let's go ahead and make our first Python file. You can right click here and say new. Don't hit file. That's going to make a random file. It's going to make it's just going to make a text file. We want Python file. Okay. Another way to do this is to click on the project Draw Something and say File, New, and it takes you to the same. Okay, so we hit Python file, and let's call it Draw Something. And here we want to do lowercase. Okay, it's just a convention that people normally use. And then we're going to say Python file and say OK. So here we go. We could ignore that first line, right? And let's hit enter. And you could begin writing your code here, right? If you want to, maybe I can just do a quick little print, hello world. And now in order to run our program and to test it, there's a couple of ways you could do it. You could say run up here, click run, and then click on draw something. And you'll see down here it will print out hello world, right? The text that we put in the double quotes. Another way to do it is to right click on the tab of draw something and say run draw something. Right? And then once you have it run, has run in the past, you can go ahead and click on the play button and it'll run again. Like if I say hello world, right? I'm Daniel, right? And then I hit the play button, it now runs the new program. Okay. And so that's all I think you need to know. Every time you run it, the program saves, so you don't need to save. But if you do want to save and then exit the program, you can hit Control S and it saves. Okay.